In Luke 19:41, Jesus is on a high point of the mountain and he's overlooking Jerusalem. He wept. He's crying. By verse 44, he said, "Days coming, your enemies are going to surround you, and you're going to lay even to the ground of your children within you." It's not just going to affect you, but a generation after you. He said, "Because you knew not the time of your visitation." Don't you know if that innkeeper and everybody was there and it would have really knew who he was? Yeah. Pharisees crucified him because they didn't know their time. That's what Jesus is making reference to. You saying you're going to kill me, and I'm going to fulfill Scripture, and you're still not even going to do it. You don't even discern the time of your visitation. My God, have mercy. Man, them Scriptures begin to erupt in me, and I said, Lord, I don't want to get crowded. I don't want to get so stuffed. And I can't discern what it is you're getting ready to do. Lord, we could be in heaven for Christmas. Rapture could happen before Christmas Day. Lord, sadly, some will be in hell. Could be for Christmas. I'll be home for Christmas. Think about it. Somebody may be in hell for Christmas. All this stuff we worried about and troubled over. Saints, we could be in heaven for Christmas. Someone argue and talk about, well, that ain't what the day he was born. He was really born in April. He really born here. You know, you hear him. Oh, I'll prove something to you real quick. In Matthew chapter 2, which was actually 2 years later, Jesus was in a house. And that's when the kings came to him, the Magi. They don't say how many, but they came. Okay? And this was 2 years after, and there's nothing wrong in the nativity plays and sings them all cramming it into one. There's nothing wrong with that. That ain't what I'm trying to make a point here with. But it was actually 2 years later when the kings came and they opened up their treasures and they gave them to him. They followed the star, remember? They saw the star in the east and they followed it. I don't know how long they followed it, but they followed it a long time. Amen. Praise God. And they present to him gifts, and that's where the gift given really came. The gifts were given to him. Now it's become about what am I going to get? Yeah. But anyhow, we find in this story Herod talking to these wise men, the Magi, prior to getting to where the Messiah was, 2 years old, Mary, his mother, and Joseph. And he inquired, when did you see this star? What time? And then he wanted to know, well, where is he going to be born? And by verse 7, we find King Herod not really wanting to worship the Messiah, but wanting to waste him. Right. Wanting to destroy him because, well, if he stays alive, and he's done killed, when Jesus was born 2 years before this, he done killed all the firstborn in Bethlehem. That's why Mary and Joseph, the angel revealed to them they had to flee Bethlehem to Egypt to escape Herod killing all the firstborn. And so here he is. Herod's got murder on his mind. Now, where is he at? Where is he born, king of the Jews? So I can come and worship him. He didn't want to go worship him. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to waste him. But his question was, what time did you see the star? In other words, an old heathen king wanted to know, what's the date he was born? Yeah. And in Matthew 24, Jesus said about his second return, he said in verse 27, no man knows the day or the hour except my Father which is in heaven. Now look here. I may not know the specific date Christ was born. Come on, somebody. But that still don't keep me from worshiping him. Come on, church. I don't know the date when it's coming again, but I know it'll be in an hour, according to verse 44 of Matthew 24, that we think not. In a day when we're so crowded, so stuffed with life, the cares of life and the lust of other things and the deceitfulness of riches, has crowded us. Praise God. It'll be in an hour, we think not. So I don't know the date of his first coming, and I don't know the date of his last coming. All I know is he came. Woo! And those that are trying to preach a date about his last coming are false. And those that are trying to declare, amen, and spend time on a date, come on, of his first coming, likewise are in error themselves. They got the spirit of Herod, both of them do. Come on, somebody. And all it does is lead away from worshiping the Christ who came and who will come again. Anybody hear the Holy Ghost? It's the same spirit. Amen. So when people start talking about, well, you can't worship him on December 25th, he was born in April and something, in the spring. Amen. That's what Herod wanted to know. To time. Praise God. Amen. And all these people that come along hereafter and in the day that we live talking about Jesus is coming in 1986 or Jesus is coming in 19 this and that. Oh, and Y2K. You remember that? 2000. Praise God. People ask me about that stuff back in 98, 99. I say, yes, it ain't nothing but deception. Come on, somebody. Anybody hear the Holy Ghost? I don't know the date of his first coming and I don't know the date of his second coming. All I know is he came and I'm going to worship him. All I know is he's coming again and I'm leaving with him. Somebody shout, he will come again. Praise God. I said he will be back. I said he will return again. Hallelujah. Even so, come, Lord Jesus. Whatever you do, if you're on your rooftop, don't go back into your house to gather your stuff. Luke 17:31, because verse 32 said, remember Lot's wife.
Right.
Lot's wife had done escape the city limits of judgment. Fire and brimstone was falling out of heaven in judgment against that perverted city.
Right.
But she stopped to take one last glimpse at her stuff.
Oh, God.
She was burned up with the city.
Oh.
It was a picture, as a portrait of backsliding, falling away. She'd already escaped. And Jude chapter 1 makes reference to Lot and the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. How, as an example, how some believed but already escaped. Turn back. Look back. Jesus said, if your stuff's in your house, when I come, don't let stuff, don't let the crowd, what the crowds are doing. Well, everybody's doing it. Well, that seems to be the theme of the culture. We almost decide what truth is anymore. Everybody's doing it. We'll be an oddball. Let the favor of God make you stick out, not stick in and blend in. Because that's what favor with God will do. It'll make you stick out. It won't make you fit in. It'll make you stick out. Praise the Lord God. And one day when he comes, you'll be took out. Come on, somebody. Took up. Praise God. Look at your neighbor as you stand and say, don't crowd him. Hallelujah. Now look at him and say, don't crowd him. Don't crowd him. Think about it. What's in your life? What's some stuff that you do first part of your day? Maybe your stuff is sleep. Maybe you're crowding yourself with a little bit more sleep. Maybe you're crowding Jesus. Just another turning over, hitting the snooze button. What's crowding him in your life? Is it the crowd? Is it friends? Is it even your job? Is it person? Is it a thing? Maybe it's a hobby. I don't know. Take inventory by the Spirit of God right now. Whatever you see is crowding him from moving in your life. Won't you prepare him room? Won't you make him room today? Won't you come and clean the house, so to speak? Say, God, I'm moving that out. I've hoarded up this stuff, all these things. And I've been putting things before you. I've been putting persons and people before you. I've been putting the hobby and the other things before you. Make him room and you'll see his miracles. I said, make him room, you'll see his miracles. Hallelujah. My friend, under the sound of my voice, if you stand here, sit here today, or you watch on video, and you say, preacher, if he came right now, I know I'd be left left behind, I'd be kind of like Lot's wife. 'Cause I've let some stuff get between me and him. I've allowed sin to crowd my relationship with him. I'm talking to somebody who used to walk close with him. Well, how you know, preacher, I've got crowded, and sometimes you can tell because some of the old crowd start enjoying your presence again. We're used to when you were so close to God, all of a sudden they didn't want nothing to do with you. Now all of a sudden, they like you again. Who's winning who? Thank you, Holy Ghost. Lift your hands to the Holy Ghost. God's got you right here, sister. Hallelujah. Thank you, Holy Ghost, for this dear lady. Thank you for her transparency before you. God is restoring everything in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Holy Ghost, for what you're doing in this dear lady's life. Hallelujah. You know how people will rearrange a room and move furniture here and there? It's like I can see that being took place, and God says, I'm doing that in your life right here. I'm rearranging, I'm reordering things right here. Hallelujah. You watch what's been so hard. You watch it. His yoke is easy. His burdens are light. Matthew 11:29. As you yoke to him, a yoke is something you would get chained up to. God said, when you chained to me, when you get locked up in me, yoked up in me, he said that thing that was heavy and hard becomes easy. It becomes so light in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Holy Ghost. In the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Preacher, I know if Jesus come right now, I'll be left behind in here while y'all was gone. You better come. Don't let nothing crowd you. Stay here as long as you need to, sister. You did a